Party all night is the best of the best, best friend weekend. We can party all night is the best of the best, best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody already know what it do. When you really gotta kill it, ain't nobody gonna feel it. When you really gotta tell them it's my crew. It's best friend weekend. We can party all night. We got Rog Smuve and Lowe's Rumble. Aldo NICE is the uncle.
You know, I was about to pop into work on yesterday or whatever, and I touched my brother Aldo NICE line, and we just gas up as we usually do. And you know, the conversation is never dull. And this morning, you know, we just briefly in conversation just passed over how, you know, a celebrity, just pretty much because they're a celebrity and based off of name recognition, they could just pop in the game with a product and so say now they're a businessman versus, you know, your local guy just trying to get his hustle on. And this just brings me to my next point, you know. Are you a part of the problem? Are you part of the solution? Are you, you know, somebody who's trying to sell bundles, hats, t-shirts? Are you putting them in group messages laughing at them? Are you supporting them? You know what I'm saying? Are you talking shit to them? Why you thinking your favorite celebrity cologne is the shit or whatever and just giving them all your money? I just want you to look deep down and just ask yourself, are you part of the solution or the problem? And never knock your hustler. You know, they could be the next biggest millionaire or billionaire, man. Don't be that person.
I say, whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend podcast. It's your man Aldo NICE.
It's your boy Rog Smuve.
Wow, it's your boy Los, a.k.a. C.A.P.
Big facts from Rumble.
Always.
To kick off the penultimate end of August episode of the Best Friend Weekend podcast, man. Now, he's talking real big facts, man. We started it off. This podcast is brought to you by Second Sovereignty. Go grab you
Shout out.
a Rumble Edition 337 hat. Look it up, follow them, do that. This podcast is brought to you by It's the Uncle. EP coming out soon. I don't remember. It's called Shadow Moves. What is it called? I don't remember the name of it. I don't want to.
Shadow Phases.
Shadow Phases. It's the Uncle. August the 30th. Support that, and all it's gonna take for you to do is just download the Uncle. You get the first exposure verse / Coach Nice verse in about 10 plus years. Get with that. Best Friend Weekend. We tell you all the time. You're listening, so you're supporting us, but tell a friend to tell a friend. Go buy some stuff we do. We got a lot of stuff out there. Man, listen, support the In My Humble Opinion podcast and YouTube channel. Support the CJR movement. Our boys doing stuff. Go ahead.
The Black Coffee Company.
Support the Black Coffee Company, man. Support Something Great t-shirts. Support my boy Todd, who got his t-shirts out here in Tees on Me. Out here in the Houston area, man.
Great. My dog, Great.
You say that every time after I've said something great. That's the name of our company.
That's the name of a great company? Oh.
It is. Support Johnson Professional Printing, man.
Yes.
Listen, it's so many people out here, and I'm just throwing out some names. And look, as always, the first person we ever plugged on the podcast. If you haven't already supported the Ito Empire, Ito's Hand Car Wash, Ito Food Truck. It's not crawfish season, but
get the Boudin nachos, the Boudin tacos. You will not go wrong. Promise.
So I hate to start the podcast there, but Rumble is right. Are you part of the problem? Or are you part of the solution? Are you the person who's sitting there saying ha ha ha, but then smelling like Bootsy Badass, but you don't want to support whoever you? Not to say that Bootsy Cologne is probably.
Have you ever smelled it before?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either.
I feel like it would smell like, if I had to guess what Bootsy's cologne would smell like, I would think it would be like a mix between Curve and Badussi.
Nah, I was going to say Curve
and
and
Cool
Lagerfield.
What you saying, Raj?
And Cool Water by Davendorf.
Dracar. I feel like that would smell like Rothschild and Dracar.
I feel like it would smell like any cologne that's in Walmart.
But I think it'd have a hint of baby powder because he a hood nigga. It had like a little slight hint of baby powder in there.
All of these things are big facts, man.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm definitely guilty, and I'm not saying that I'm gonna stop, but I'm definitely guilty of laughing at boys. But I'm also
guns and butter.
At boys on their hustle. Stop. So I'm very, 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 very. I find humor in things that boys try to do, but I'm also the one on the side saying, "All right, cool. Look, we laughing, but like, respect that man hustle. Like at least just, at least just recognize that he trying to do something with his time. I can't be mad at him. It's some clown shit sometimes. We all got some people in our lives that try to put out some clown stuff, whether it's a clothing line or if it's a cologne line, whatever it is. But I still respect their hustle. At least they trying to do something with their life.
I would add this to it. I would say that I respect originality more than anything. Like whatever I say, like, for instance, the Black Coffee Company, dudes we know, whatever. Like think about what they're doing however you want, but not a lot of people in the coffee lane. And I like the idea that they like, hey, that's what they're gonna do. They rocking with the coffee lane. Like
and they brand the hell out that shit too. Yeah.
And I mean, like you look at other people and you look at other things, and it's kind of like when we were not coming up, but years back in New Iberia, Flight 80. That's a t-shirt / apparel brand. Your boy Eric Randall and them was doing it for a time, and that was dope. And then like 5 or 6 other clothing brands came up in New Iberia, and it was like, come on, dude. Like we don't all need to be doing the same thing. Like instead of you doing a clothing brand, do this. Or do that. Yeah. And that's kind of where a lot of times maybe you'll see some stuff saturated. Like honestly, on some podcast shit, I didn't know nobody doing a podcast before we was doing one. I'm just being honest. Like I didn't know nobody personally that I could say, oh, my boy so and so is doing a podcast. I didn't. I mean, some have came up since we started, and I'm like, okay, respect. But do your thing. But like I feel like we purposefully picked up a lane that wasn't something we saw a lot of people doing. So
I mean, I feel like even if we would have started doing a podcast, and after knowing someone personally that was doing a podcast, the idea of this podcast was born a while ago. Yeah, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like it's an idea that manifested itself maybe 5-6 years ago, and I mean we're 2 years into it now. So I wouldn't even feel bad if that was the case.
Somebody asked me recently, and we're going to be doing an interview coming up real soon, like, who's the Best Friend Weekend podcast? And I was like, oh, it's actually 5 of us. And it's crazy that came up, like, the first thing out of my mouth. I'm like, yeah, it's Aldo NICE, it's Rog Smuve, it's C.A.P, Los, a.k.a. C.A.P, but it's also Rumble, and it's also the Uncle. I think that everybody kind of plays a pivotal part in kind of what we do. They might not necessarily be the person, but every week, they promoting the Best Friend Weekend podcast just like we are. So you know what I mean? Like it's a maybe we all got different roles to play, but Best Friend Weekend is a 5-man army at this point. That's a plus all of the support that we get from the people who come to Best Friend Weekend in and of itself. Y'all are all part of the podcast. Specifically, and anybody who bought the Best Friend Weekend Work Daddies, you part of the podcast too. If you haven't, you ain't. But if you bought a hat, you down. It is what
you're
it
rocking
is,
with
man.
us.
You're rocking with the best. Hey man, look, something to talk about from last week, Los. You went to do some homework, and I'm really happy. So there's an invention called the box locks, and it was the box lock, and it was on Shark Tank. And basically what it is it's a big ass box.
Yeah.
And it came out last year.
Mm-hmm.
That. It's a yellow lock that connects to the internet and is attached to a storage bin. When a delivery driver arrives, they'll press a button on the lock and use a barcode scanner that's on the lock to scan the image. The box then connects to the internet to determine whether the package is for the person who lives at the address and if the package is out for delivery. If it all checks out, the lock will open and the driver can leave the package in the bin. You will then receive a notification on your phone saying the package has been delivered. You can Google it, all kind of things. It costs $129. And works on any bin or box with a lockable lid. Now you're gonna have to get that.
Al has 3 of them on order right now.
They coming right now for you right thieves.
You got a jumbo daddy.
Rumble was like, "Where my shirt at?" I said, "Oh man, they stole it in the thing." He was like, "Oh, my pack was part of the shit that got." I was like, "Yeah, dog, they stole your shit. Somebody running around with the Rumble edition BFW daddy on, man." So
that's crazy.
It's big facts, though. It's big facts. So that's out there, Los. Thanks for doing your homework, man. I'm gonna probably try to get that for the house. If not, I'm gonna get something similar. I respect that.
You gonna get a locked shed out of shit you be getting at the house.
Hey, man, relax. Relax. I don't need you telling all these people my business, man. Let me just let you know what burned my Boudin. The first thing is niggas telling my business.
That you are Amazon daddy.
Look, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you don't need anything from Amazon today. I am who needs to hear this. Me. I am them.
That boy's a 5 times a week Amazon daddy, man.
Hey, man, relax, man. It's like a little fucking Christmas day every time you come home.
But
except when you get that coal in your stockings when they start. But anyway, first thing that burned my Boudin. Let me paint a picture for you. I'm gonna paint a picture real visual.
Okay.
Last weekend I was doing some teaching, and I had a guy come from out of town to teach this class with me, and he did his thing, whatever, and the teacher seemed to like it. So after we were finished, he said, "Oh man, you want to get a drink or something?" I was like, "Yeah, let's go take us a little run." Black dude, a little older than me, so I'm like, "Hey, look, man, let's, I know. You want to go hang out around some black people." I'm like, Saturday, it's about 4 o'clock. I'm like, Houston is really a Sunday city, way more than it is a Saturday city. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to find to bring this dude on Sunday.
You mean daytime?
Saturday.
It's daytime
Yeah.
Saturday, yeah.
So I just brought him over there to the address. I ain't the biggest address advocate, but I mean, I knew it was free. I saw your boy Bud. Shout out, man.
Yeah.
This podcast brought to you by Bud. Appreciate you letting us in.
Shout out Line Skip Daddy.
You know what I mean? Letting us in, giving us giving us the VIP treatment.
Yeah.
So we walk in there and we sit down, and I'm just kind of looking around, and one thing just kind of stuck out to me. Lime green hoes burned my Boudin. Cutting, why is lime green the color of the season? Cutting, it was at least 9 different women with a lime green essentials. Cutting, like either some tights or top.
Lipstick. That's the worst
something.
part. Lipstick is the worst ever.
That's all I got. Lime green burned my Boudin.
That's attention, man. They trying to bring attention to this. I'm finna go in here and kill these hoes. I'm finna stand out.
Crazy. My newest shirt is lime green.
Raj, did I say lime green niggas? You told me recently.
I'm just saying.
Didn't you tell me recently you went and bought some shorts I had? What color were those shorts?
Oh, they was hot lime green.
Right? So, I didn't say niggas. Lime green niggas is
Let
fine.
the boys know I went copycat off you. I appreciate that.
It was subtle. It was subtle.
Nah.
It was subtle.
That wasn't subtle. That was wide open.
Hey, man. Listen, I just want y'all to know. Raj got sauce. If you ever see Raj like out there in these streets, he got like a Thrasher shirt or the Cash Money shirt that kind of look like a Thrasher daddy. That blue joint is gas. He has some Just Don shorts, some Warrior shits that was killing it when we was in
That's enough.
in DC. Why? I don't want to run
That's enough. We don't need to let them know about all my little outfits and whatnot.
Yeah.
I feel you. You redeemed yourself.
Okay. Well, I didn't even get to my punchline. Just understand that however fly he is. That boy jocking Aldo.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah. I figured you was gonna say that.
Nah, man. Raj fly, man. But it's cool when a fly nigga, you know what I'm saying, give you a little nod and like, I like that. I'm gonna have to give me some. I like that, Cutting. You know what I'm saying? And everybody should feel that way. I should, you know what I mean? When a fly nigga say your shit fly and then rock some shit that you do, man, that's an awesome compliment. But yeah, lime green hoes bother my nerves. But my thing is, you could pick another color. Lime green is kind of like everybody is like all of them doing lime green. So why don't you just zag left and hit them with like some hot pink or something?
Nah, that doo-doo brown.
God damn, Los. You don't
rock
stand
that
out
throw,
brown.
rock that throw up green. You know what I mean? Switch that shit up.
So
man.
it's all about trends, of course.
Yeah.
And I actually just typed it in because I figured it was something, because I've been seeing it around a lot too. I think it's almost like it's like lime green is not something for everybody.
No.
Right? I think you can wear lime green if you're bad.
Got you.
If you're not bad, you can't wear lime green.
And I think you gotta be
you can wear lime green on your nails. I said, no, you could be dark skinned.
No, I see dark skinned chicks with that.
No, I said it looks good. I said it looks good on dark. A lot of dark skin.
Got you.
I think it look good on anybody that's bad. It just don't look good on if you're not bad. So basically, like what I'm looking at right now is Cosmopolitan. I mean, and bad is subjective.
You remember
like,
that thing I saw on the wall at the that was taking that picture? Low, she was with me. It was by Jason balling that crawfish, and that one girl was taking a picture next to that wall, and she was wearing all lime green.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the definition of what you're saying, Raj. If you're not bad, you can't wear lime green.
He right on that one. He not wrong when he right with that one.
I mean, that's really what it is, bro. I mean, and looking at it, all of the Kardashians, the Jenners, that's what they started. They started 2019 off with this lime green trend, and I think it trickled its way into black culture. And yeah, it's too much. It is a lot. I don't like it. Nails, you're good. The whole outfit, it's hot.
Too hot for you.
I mean, it's a thing. Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask you this real quick. Is it the equivalent of circa 2005 dudes wearing that pink?
Ooh. No, nah. I don't think so. I think pink, anybody could wear pink. It just got to be the right, not to say the right pink. It got to be the right fit. But I think pink is a universal shirt color. Like back in them days, yeah, you're right. Like it hit, like whenever pink hit, it was like, damn, this dude got on a pink shirt. Now you see somebody with a pink shirt on Casual Friday. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't see it the same way, but I get the parallel that you're trying to make.
Okay. I just threw it out there. I thought I was on to something right there, man. But
lime green is a trend. Lime green is something that will die. Like that's
boys
not
ain't
gonna
wearing
last
pink.
forever.
Boys wasn't that Cameron pink / like 05. Yeah. Boys ain't doing it like they was doing. They was
I'm not
selling,
okay. So
I'm listening.
I don't know what type of wardrobe you're talking about, but I guess I was more so talking about like a pink button down.
Oh no! I'm talking like I remember buying Gramstar when he was at Grambling, like a pink Grambling shirt that I saw in the store, like it was all pink with like black writing, and boys was wearing pink stuff.
You talking about like a pink velour suit, like if I wear like a pink.
There you go.
A pink Nike suit, like right now.
Yeah.
Like a pink Nike jumper.
Yes.
Is that what you?
That's what I'm talking about.
No, I don't think it's the same thing.
You don't think it's the same? Okay.
I don't think pink is as dynamic, especially the pink you're talking about, as dynamic as this lime green color that's out right now.
That's on these streets. Okay.
Like that lime green color wasn't in our Crayola box. This is a new lime green that they didn't make.
I feel like if it was, we never used it.
Because it didn't write the same way it looked.
No, it
looked fire.
It was in the 2-story color box. You get the 2-story color daddy.
The Roger Los ones that y'all could afford.
You gotta have a 2-story color daddy to get that.
Your mama probably got free crayons.
I was about to say she was stealing them things left and right. That boy ain't paid for a Scantron in college. That boy had a 2,000 pack of Scantron.
Look how they trying to play me. Another thing that burned my boudin, dog. This is to go back in a little bit on what boys was talking about last week. I heard Royce, what's his last name? Royce White. Royce White. He was the dude who, the reason he's kind of blackballed from the league is because he wouldn't fly in a plane. Like he was kind of like that
shit was so funny.
Right? He was like nervous about it, right? Didn't he have like some kind of...
he played for he was at the Rockets, huh?
Yeah, the Rockets drafted
him. He got drafted by the Rockets in the first round. And never, I don't even think he ever played because he was like, I'm not getting on a plane.
That's crazy.
Y'all could like set up a bus for me if y'all want.
I'm not
flying.
So that boy, like, no, but like I've seen like a SportsCenter special on him a couple months back, and he plays like in like Canada or something, and he's like the number one player in the league for like the last 10 years. Like he's the best player in the league. Yeah, but he like the best player in the league because he better than, like, he just nice. Cause he's NBA talent, and he was on there the other day talking about how this was his exact quote. He said that like, I know why I'm not in the league. I know why they blackballing me, but why they blackballing Melo? So he went back to my point. So it burns my boudin that Melo's not in the league, but I'm just gonna add this to it. this is what he said. He said, Cutting, the Lakers signed Jared Dudley. If you think Jared Dudley could play better than Melo, you tripping. And what make that doubly as wild, LeBron's supposed to be his boy. If LeBron really his boy, that man's supposed to be in the league. Cutting, I was getting a lot of Jay-Z vibes from that. Like, oh damn, you're right, Cutting. Like, damn, LeBron.
Ooh.
LeBron, why
But,
you why you letting them blackball? Like, LeBron, why you letting them blackball your boy, Cutting?
But I mean, I think it's different in the NBA than it is in the NFL because NBA is more about fit to the team. You know what I mean? Because every team has, different players just won't work with different teams.
I think that's why he picked Jared Dudley though, because I feel like Jared Dudley and Melo kind of like
what?
Kind of like stretch forward threes, about the same size, about the same.
You're cleaning it up, but it's kind of a stretch.
Melo
They're not the same player
at all.
Jared Dudley is garbage though. That's what Royce was saying. Jared Dudley garbage.
Well, Jared Dudley has a niche. So Jared Dudley is a shooter, and that is it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's my point. So if that
but not to say not even
Melo play
stretch.
that role?
No,
that man's stretching from the other side. You know, like you think, oh, I'm gonna take the 4 and stretch it. No, he like taking the stretch from the opposite direction. Like,
2 and stretching it to the 4.
Huh? one trick pony.
Yeah.
But
Melo's just not a shooter, man.
Yeah, but Melo is a shooter. Melo can shoot the ball. I don't know where
Melo is not just.
Melo can shoot.
Melo not a
Melo can shoot
shooter.
the ball.
Melo a volume shooter more than anything.
It doesn't have anything to do with like if Melo could shoot or if Dudley shoots better. It don't have none. It has to do with personality fit, and I just think that's why Carmelo's not in the league right now. Blackballed or not, whatever word you want to use, that man is not in the league right now. And I agree with everything Royce White said, but he's not in the league right now because
LeBron not his friend. Oh.
That's what I was about to say. Cutting LeBron, like that's the point I'm at right now. Cutting LeBron, your boy though. Cutting like LeBron could get him. I mean,
but really, if you think about it, he was never on vacation with Melo and Lala. So how close are they really? They came in together, but how close are they really?
I thought they was all banana boat buddies. That's not a thing.
No, Carmelo, Carmelo.
But you act like they all live on the same banana boat. Like they don't live on it. They were just on it one day.
You're being big facts.
I thought they ate the same banana.
Whoa. For the last couple of years, the only real thing that I've seen that's like kind of with that whole crew is honestly D Wade and Melo hanging out. I don't remember seeing like a lot of like social media wise, like, I see LeBron more with Rich Paul and with like the Akron boys.
With his partners.
Yeah, them Akron niggas. I don't really see
him. He go on vacation with Chris Paul. Chris Paul.
Yeah, you be there. Now here you gonna tell me.
Yeah, I was out there.
I just don't remember. I don't remember seeing the video of like was Melo with him?
Mm-mm.
Melo used to be with him. That's the banana boat buddies. That's where they come up with that shit from. Why they call them the banana boat buddies? Because they all went on vacation. Used to go on vacation.
No,
together?
Melo wasn't on a banana boat.
No way. That's not a thing.
Melo was on the banana boat.
He was on banana. I don't remember him being. I thought it was him. I thought it was LeBron, D Wade, Chris Paul,
and Melo.
I don't remember Melo being on a banana boat.
It was Dwayne Wade, Melo, C.P. and LeBron. Mm-hmm. And LeBron was at the end of the boat giving them boys their banana.
He was driving I think he was driving the banana boat.
Well, he's still giving that man a banana because he won't let him in the league.
He peeled that thing.
But hold on. Confirmed, Gabrielle Union was on the banana boat, not
Melo.
Really?
I knew I ain't see that man on that banana boat.
Melo was not on the banana boat.
I knew
Melo was not on the banana boat.
Well, Royce made the point to say Melo was part of the banana boat. That's interesting.
No,
maybe he was
lied.
going
He
through
didn't know.
marital issues at the time.
Hey, we're not gonna talk. We're not gonna talk about another man marital issues, man.
I type banana. Look, I'm on Google right now. I type banana boat, Carmelo Anthony.
It's not on that boat.
I see 4 people on the boat, and they got a whole bunch of cartoons with Carmelo on the boat. But
Carmelo might have been the one taking the picture, though.
Well, Carmelo must have been taking the picture.
Yeah,
He was like, man, hey, bro, I ain't getting on that boat.
Somebody take that picture for me right quick. Melo, take a bunch. Just
Melo.
keep clicking.
The person we
No,
don't
keep
like.
shooting. Just keep shooting.
The
Melo.
most irrelevant person.
That's perfect.
The most
Keep
irrelevant person
Just
takes the
keep
picture
shooting,
at
Melo.
all times.
Keep shooting, Melo.
Think about it. When you're in a big group
You love to
and you don't
shoot.
have a when you're in a big group and you don't have a bona fide picture taker, you go with the most irrelevant person. Like, oh, this person brought their boyfriend.
Rhymes.
Okay, well that boyfriend's gonna take the picture.
You have a very legit
That was
point,
Carmelo.
but you just missed the fireest joke that Losa said
I got
in a
you.
week.
I heard it.
In a week, because last week you came with it. I'm a fan. I'm a Los fan. Another thing that burned my Buddha this week. Listen. The same way that Trump ran for office and dumb people voted for Trump, and smart people, I guess, too, but mostly dumb fucking people who regret that or really feel like they did the right decision. Just like Trump running for office and y'all just voting for him because he Trump is like not really the best idea. What burns my Buddha is niggas just being like Willie D running for city council, Scarface running for city council, Eldon DeLorde running for. No, I'm serious. Like Eldon DeLorde, like do the Eldon below. Do the Eldon. That was like he ran for New Orleans City Council a couple years ago. Willie D and Scarface are both running for Houston City Council, right?
No.
For Houston City Council, District B and another one. And we are going to go out, we as in people of a certain age in the Houston area, just going to go out and vote for them because they rapped. Like, that is the dumbest fucking idea ever. Like, and not to say that they aren't qualified, but I want you to tell me why they qualify. Stop posting pictures at the events and being like, oh yeah, Willie D for fucking council. Like, why? Explain it to me.
I know for a fact, I'm definitely not voting for Scarface. Me and Scarface, I don't think he gets his hair cut by the same dude anymore, but I've witnessed Scarface, like, literally shut the whole barbershop down with just absolute nonsense on the phone with somebody, screaming and hollering. Like, no way. Scarface is way too unstable to have a civil debate in whatever room that, that just don't make no sense. He's not qualified. Yeah, he's been in Houston for a while. Just because he's popular and he used to rap, he can make words rhyme and tell a story and he is not qualified to be on city council. I don't think so. But then again, who is qualified? What makes you qualified to be a city councilman?
I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying don't vote for him just because he's Scarface.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
I want to hear him talk. He got to get up there and impress me before I do that.
That man might try to read nasty female lyrics and sound like Roger did last week. Not like he did this week, because at the end of this podcast, when y'all listen to the NFL this week,
disgusting.
But Roger read it very well this week. Last week he was drinking. That might be how Scarface.
I read well when I drink.
Oh,
I was tired.
Okay, sure, got you. But yeah, I'm not a fan of it. That's not a fan of voting for people just off the hype. It's the equivalent of if you're in high school and like, oh, he's the coolest kid in the class and he's running for student class president. Like, what? That motherfucker.
That's basically how they work though in high school.
But yeah, that is how they work. It's how it works.
I'm actually like when you came up with, I'm very cool with that. Like, I'm okay with voting for the coolest person in the class as class president. I think that's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not like they got no real power.
What does it really do?
They
don't. Yeah,
they making something.
All you do,
what are you really gonna do?
Yeah, you might say hey to the principal 2 times, more than me a week. But other than that,
I think the pinnacle of what our class president does is set up our class reunions. That's what he's done. He didn't do shit in school.
And he probably didn't do shit in life.
That I know.
Okay, let me stop.
Damn.
He doing all right. My guy's doing all right. But what I'm saying is he sets up the reunions and he does a good job. And that's all I need.
Well, okay, so then maybe it is right that he probably lived close to home. So it's good. He's there. He can fuck with the venues. He lived close to home. He never left. So that's what. Listen. The reason I say that is because what did that other kid have who was running against him? Probably some aspirations to go to college and wanted something on his resume so he could say he's the student council president. But no, the popular kid ran and won and was already, like the captain or something or whatever. I don't know. Shit. That's not how. That's not necessarily how our class worked. I didn't run for it before you even started.
I was about to say. So you lost. I thought you lost. I was gonna say you must have lost.
Nah.
Okay.
Our class president was actually cool. That was Trish. Shout out. This podcast brought to you by Trish Gaddison one time. That was our class president.
Okay.
So, I mean, what else? I'm just saying, don't vote for people until you know what their agenda is. 2 more things that burn my boudin. I got 2 more. I got burnt boudin this week. This was a little personal for me, man. Busy people burn my boudin, dog. And maybe I'm projecting. Maybe people look at me and say, "Al, man, you always say you're busy." Blah blah. I try to make it a point not to say I'm busy all the time. I just be busy by actions. And if every now and again I might wild and be like, "Dog, I'm doing this. It's sometimes just to put shit in perspective. But I can't stand when somebody is like super busy all the time. Me and my boss was talking about that this week, as a matter of fact. She was telling me how she was talking to another lady, and this other lady was just saying how busy she was. And I was like, damn, don't you hate that when somebody is always like, oh, I've just got so much to do. I'm so busy. I guess my response to that is that we all busy. Like, do you know an adult? And I'm asking y'all both that. Do you know an adult who's not busy?
I know a few.
I do too, but I'm just...
Oh, okay. You actually like you ain't know nobody. I know a few adults who really not busy. And you
do
be
you
like,
hang,
damn, you
do
don't
you
have
hang
to
with
do
any
that?
adults?
Like,
Do you hang with any adults who not busy?
Oh no, I don't really partake in that type of action.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't have any friends that aren't busy. What I'll tell you, let me project my feelings onto this burnt boudin here. Pause. Is you know, in single life, hearing that you're busy, like something like that was very aggravating. And I feel what you're saying about everybody's busy. Like, don't give me if you don't want to kick it, then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, then just let me know.
No.
Like, just say, I don't like you like that. Or
Like,
whatever,
okay.
you know, and I'm cool. But as far as in real life, I don't have no friends. I don't have any friends that are like, nah, bro, I'm sorry, man, I can't hang with you this week. Like, that just doesn't happen in real life.
Well,
For me, at
you
least.
actually do, but like you do have some friends who will be like, "Hey, man, I got other stuff to do." Like it's I've seen it happen. We won't get into specifics. No,
let's since I don't know what you mean. I don't think that there's been many times where I've desired to do something bad and got shut down by friends.
Well, here you go. Look, Al, play the elevator music and I'll tell you the story right now.
That's not busy, man. Okay. But I like this story.
Yeah.
I like it. I like where you went with
I
that.
got you.
But that's not okay.
Man,
Tell me when
busy.
the elevator music come back, and I'm gonna just be like, okay, all right, you're right.
No. We've already done it. I'm already back. You didn't know I was back because the story's already over.
Oh.
You right.
Well, you're right.
No, I really mean it. And honestly, what was burning my boudin is when it happens with work-related stuff, kind of bothers me even more. When it's like people who you work with are like, I'm busy. Like, I'm too busy to do work stuff. And I'm like, but it's work. Like, but that's been kind of going on. Like, that's a pet peeve of mine at work for like some months now. When people like, dog, like I can't do what you're asking me to do because I'm busy. You can't be busy with work stuff, too busy to do work stuff because you're busy with work stuff. That just means your time management is fucked off.
Fine.
I mean, I don't think I'm wrong by saying that.
No.
No shots fired. No one in particular. In general.
That sound like a few shots. No, it sounds like a few shots fired.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's some shots fired, but it's not really germane at this point because, I have my reasons to understand why it's not really that important right now.
Oh,
but it's
so
just
if it's not germane, it's Tito.
it's very Randy right now.
It's not Tito, it's Belvedere.
It's not Belvedere, it's Benson. There you go, though. All right, don't do it. Don't do it. Because we could go. I was gonna say it's not Benson. It's Ricky Williams, but that's too soon.
I was gonna say
that's too
okay,
soon.
yeah.
That's too soon. Okay. Yeah. Last thing that burned my Boudin this week is bear with me. Don't forget tomorrow starts the new Instagram rule where they can use your photos. Don't forget deadline today. It could be used in court cases and litigation against you. Everything you've ever posted becomes public from today, even messages that have been deleted or the photos not allowed. It costs nothing to do a simple copy and paste. Better safe than sorry. Channel 13 News talked about this change in Instagram's privacy policy. I do not give Instagram or any instances associated with Instagram permission to use my pictures, information, messages, or posts, both past or future. With this statement, I give notice to Instagram. It is strictly forbidden to disclose, copy, distribute, or take any other action against me based on this profile and or its contents. The content of this profile is private and confidential information. A violation of privacy can be punished by law. UCC 1308113081103 and the Rome Statute. Note, Instagram is now a public entity. All members must post a note like this. If you prefer, you can copy and paste this version. If you do not publish a statement at least once, it will be tactfully allowing the use of your photos as well as the information contained in the profile status updates. Instagram does not have my permission to share photos or messages.
So look, if I just put it on my story, am I good, or do I have to actually post that day?
The fact that Instagram is so clearly copied and pasted on top of whatever was there before, and it's super highlighted, like bitch. Like, get somebody who know how to do Photoshop to match the font and put the same font with the same background.
Just retype it. Just retype it.
If you are listening to this podcast and you posted that shit on your on your wall, on your story, on your feed, delete it right now. We do not condone that.
Give me a second.
Go tell Chucky. Who else we know who probably did it? Who else we know that probably did it? Somebody get somebody inbox small town. Somebody.
Hold on, give me a second, Walter.
Who else
delete
we did?
Now?
Who's the most likely?
Wait. I can't listen and do this at the same time. Go ahead. All right,
so hold on. So I actually just did a Google search on this, and this is kind of crazy to me. So it says on the NewYorkTimes.com, if a legally binding social media repost sounds obviously bogus to you, and the social media repost that they're talking about is what Aldo just talked about, then you are not Julia Roberts, Taraji P. Henson, Judd Apatow, Usher, Nancy Myers, Retta, Julianne Moore, Tina Knowles Lawson, or Rick Perry, the United States Secretary of Energy. Nor are you any of the myriad of other public figures, influencers, and non-professional Instagram users who shared their own copies of the post, sounding the alarm far and wide in the Facebook-owned app. That kind of scares me. I didn't post it because of the same sentiment that you just expressed. But to say that Rick Perry, the Secretary of Energy, posted it, and Taraji P. Henson, and Usher, and Julia Roberts, kind of scary.
Not to me.
I might post it now.
That just makes me feel like they're dumb.
I'm actually going to go post it right now.
Los, you put it back up?
Huh?
You put it back up, Los?
No, my finger hit the delete button and it didn't delete, so I just left it alone. That's a sign. Jesus is talking to you. You got to listen. Anytime my phone won't let me post, I listen to it.
Here you go.
Anytime you touch screen, won't let you touch. You got the hands off that daddy and let it flow. It only got 6 more hours on my feet and 24 to be gone.
The return of Pastor Los. We hadn't heard it for a while, man. Welcome back.
Get my music
pass the collection plate, man. All that good shit, man. Man, look, listen, I want to have the debate. Let's have the debate. It's time for the debate. Let's talk chicken. I got Tamis Means with me.
Shout out.
Give me your thoughts on the Popeyes / Chick-fil-A debate and your thoughts on the sandwiches in general. What you got for me?
Okay, well, I personally think it's really stupid that they're debating about chicken sandwiches, but I feel that the Popeyes chicken sandwich is a little bit sloppy. So it has a lot of sauce on it. It was a little bit too much butter on the bread. It was just a little bit too savory for me. And it's like one flavor. But if you get the chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, you can dip it in all the sauces so you can have like multiple flavors. So that's kind of how I feel about it. One is sloppy and one is a classic.
So when's the last time you ever heard somebody say, I don't like it because it's too sloppy?
Or savory.
Or too savory.
Or too
savory was a good thing.
Yeah, we like savory. Thank you, Thomas Smith. We will take
If
it
savory was volume, if savory was volume, I would want to bust my speakers.
Oh man.
Well, that is one take on the on the.
That's fine.
It is a different take than, and I think it's a very valid take, right?
Yes, it is for sure.
Different flavors. That does. I haven't thought about that because the chicken sandwich from Popeyes does come with its own sauce, which is gas. Chick-fil-A is non-sauced. It's just a little buttered. So you do get to. I usually am a person who will open up either a Polynesian or that sriracha. I'm sorry. That sriracha or that barbecue, and I'm just pouring it on
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, but you can. That's the point that she just made. You can do a bunch of things. You can
choose your own sauces.
You can choose your own.
Now
sauces.
let me ask you this. Now what happened if I got a cabinet, if I got a drawer, like our favorite mom,
Claire.
I'm not saying no names. This podcast is brought to you by Graham Store. And you got nothing but Chick-fil-A sauces on deck.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have a Popeyes chicken sandwich on deck as well.
Listen.
Then what?
I'm just saying. I'm gonna listen. That's one take on it.
I don't think Popeyes chicken sandwich go with them sauces.
Los. I really want to just get into this. Like, I really want to hear your opinion, and you will be heard. But someone else is actually phoning in right now, and they have an opinion on Popeyes. On Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches. Take it away,
Line one caller.
Take it away, Graham Store.
Yo, what up? It's Graham Store. As y'all know, I'm an avid listener of Best Friend Weekend podcast. I don't say too much. I just listen every single week. I made a little appearance on the podcast when we spoke about the World Cup, and I predicted France to win, which they did. But I just wanted to call and put my 2 cents in about a subject that I guess has been floating around for the summer, but I just really caught whiff of it. On Wednesdays in August, Chick-fil-A they give away free food on Wednesdays. So if you have the app, went to get a spicy chicken biscuit this morning and enjoyed it because it's Chick-fil-A, obviously. Sat down, talked to my white coworker about it. We somehow got on the point of the Popeyes sandwich. And then I proceeded to look down at my phone, and boys in several group chats were talking about the Popeyes chicken sandwich like it was like fuck the best thing since sliced bread. So I made it a point to go to Popeyes for lunch. So that's 2. Yesterday's 2 chicken sandwiches in one day. Fuck what y'all talking about. I got a chicken sandwich, or I wanted a chicken sandwich, and I decided that I was going to get the fries because they're Popeyes fries, and then the frozen lemonade. Pull up to the Popeyes in Cypress on Fry Road. They have a sign, as Popeyes does, sorry we are out of chicken sandwiches because they're so good, or some bullshit like that. Can I help you, sir? Well, fuck, I thought you could, but apparently you can't if you're out of chicken sandwiches. Oh, sorry, we didn't take the sign down. Yes. Okay, well, give me a spicy chicken sandwich combo with the fries, and let me get the frozen lemonade. Get home. Usually I take a bite of my sandwich before I get to where I'm going, but I decided I wanted to have the full experience. Got home, sat down, opened that bitch up. Firstly, it is in the same wrapper as the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich with the little insulated foil, whatever. Throw that bitch back. Put my little setup, spread out my fries. Point one, the pictures of chicken or any food presentation, y'all talked about it on the podcast and Starbucks, any food presentation is always going to look better on a picture than it actually is in person. But I opened up the wrapper and the sandwich was fucking beautiful. It looked like it came from a chicken with some double D titties, like the golden brown. Everything about it was right. I bit it. Everything that it was supposed to be. Thick, so thick that I did something that whole clowns would do, and I added Popeyes on my Instagram story, which is to me some clown shit when a regular person like myself adds somebody famous or adds a restaurant, but something took over me and I had to do it. That bit was good. Marginal utility is when, I'll just give you an example for you dummies out there. You're really craving pizza. The first bite of pizza is really, really good. The more bites you take, the less satisfied you are, I should say, or the more satisfied. It doesn't taste as good the last bite as the first bite did. This sandwich was good from the first bite to the last fry. The bitch was good. It's a good sandwich, and I will go on a limb and say that the spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes is better than Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich. Let me see if I'm missing anything. It's good. It's just something that you have to experience, and I'm sorry I'm so late tasting it because I had been hearing about it, but I don't pay attention to shit like. Yeah, Siri cut me off. I wasn't finished. The next point I wanted to make was adding Popeyes again. At Popeyes, don't make this a limited time. Take this shit and run with it. Y'all shit better than Chick-fil-A. Y'all shit better than that booty ass pressed meat, hot and spicy, $1 hot and spicy from McDonald's. Hey, y'all got something right here. Rock with it. Run with it. It ain't just chicken tenders on bread like it's a double D, big titty chicken breast on some bread with one or two pickles and some sauce. The shit good. It's gonna sell out. The shit good. Keep it going.
Hey, have you ever heard somebody talk about fucking a chicken sandwich for 5 minutes? I really want to listen. I don't know what the final edit of this podcast is going to be. I want to not include the whole thing, but I might have to include.
Though.
I might have to include the whole
funny.
thing. What you say, Raj? We include the whole thing?
I think we should include the whole thing.
Yeah. Let him get his 5 minutes. Let him get his 5 minutes of shine, man.
Because there was some parts in there that was a little dull, but the entire the overall
story that was being told
was very good.
Some big double D chicken. It was like I didn't have the words to describe it when I was tasting it. That's all I'm saying. It was so much fluffier. Like, okay, this is what I was expecting. You know how sometimes you eat a chicken tender and it's like you'll eat a little piece that's like a little cartilage or a little squishy, and you're like, damn, like y'all could have kept that. I didn't need that little piece. Kept expecting to bite into something I didn't like. I didn't. Nope. So let me tell you, who going first here? Because I think I just went. Go ahead, you kick it.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
All right. So I got I want to tell you that if I would have discovered this sandwich, I would be mad right now that other people discovered this sandwich. So for the first time in my life, I had this sandwich today.
Me too.
The first time in my life. Yesterday, I went to one Popeyes. So now, granted, let me actually give you some demographics here. I looked on the map and on the Popeyes map, and all of the Popeyes on the east side of Denver, which is where all the black people live. The west side of Denver is all mountains. No Popeyes on the west side of Denver. Huh. So yesterday I was kind of like downtown. We was hooping at Regis University, and there's a Popeyes that's about a mile away. The line was wrapped around the building.
$2 Tuesday.
So I was like, nah, we not going. We not $2 Tuesday as well. We're not going to this Popeyes with my partner. I said, look, we're gonna go to another one. So we had to drive out to Arvada, which was about 6 miles in the wrong direction, to go to Popeyes. We got there, not that much of a line, maybe 2 or 3 cars. Hey, want to order a chicken sandwich? We out of chicken. So I had to settle for tenders last night.
Oh,
Okay.
We out of sandwiches. I had to settle for tenders last night. So, but I still got my Popeyes fix.
hold up, Raj. Check it out. Same exact thing happened to me in College Station yesterday. I went to the Popeyes. I waited in line for about 15 minutes. When I got to the front, they was like, "We ain't got no buns." And I said, "Damn." I said, "Is there another Popeyes in College Station?" She was like, "One more of them, but they out of buns too."
Damn.
You ain't got no po' boy bread or something like just what? So anyway,
So go get some bread and toast that bitch.
I knew that I was gonna have Popeyes today, and I was gonna go. I strategically went at a time that I knew people weren't gonna be at Popeyes. I went at 2:00.
Mm-hmm.
So after lunch, and I was like the only person in line. All good. Got the sandwich, just like Tim. One thing that I did see somebody say is they put a scoop of red beans and rice on it. So I said, I got to try mine with a scoop of red beans and rice on top of the chicken, right? I saw it on Facebook. So I got my red beans, whipped it up when I got home, whipped it up, 2 scoops of red beans and rice on the sandwich. I bit the sandwich first and FaceTime our entire best friend weekend travel group. Nick, this podcast brought to you by Ricky Demas. Ricky Demas answered, and I had the sandwich on deck, and I said, "Bro, this sandwich is the most tastiest thing I've ever had in my life." Ate it with the red beans on it. It was okay, but it didn't enhance it to the point where I was like, "You gotta try it like this." But of course, you gotta try it. So my review on the sandwich and what I was expecting is much like you was I was expecting a sandwich with not a whole lot of meat. Like I was expecting just to have like kind of a thinner sandwich. But essentially it's the same size chicken breast that Chick-fil-A gives you, where like you might have a piece of elbow coming off of out of the chicken. You know what I'm saying? Or like one side is way bigger.
But it's bigger than the bun.
Yeah, but just real quick. One part of what I know when Graham Stars touched on it, how they come in the same size packages. Cutting, somebody put it online, one next to the other one, and the Popeyes package way bigger. Cutting, that's smart marketing too. Cutting, because they knew.
So is the package bigger or is the chicken bigger?
The package is bigger. So I don't know if the chicken's bigger, but if you put the 2 packages next to each other, it looked like that thing is like towering over it.
So I was very happy to have a full, like Tim said. Graham Star said a full titty of chicken. But what I couldn't believe was that they was able to put that much flavor into the so it basically was like getting a 2-piece, but just boneless in the shape of a breast.
And it's so crispy, and the crisp is all good. I think it's that woman from the commercial, Scutton.
That was my take on it. I tasted it back like in December or something. Somewhere around there. I think no,
in December.
Yeah, a long time ago. No, let me tell you why.
I've been hearing about it for a while.
Yeah, Slim Thug had made a post to my, hey, you know, he be smoking weed in his car all the time. I don't know how he never get pulled over, but anyway, he should run for city councilman. Anyway, so he was smoking around. Said, hey man, if y'all ain't never had, he just said Popeyes chicken sandwich killing Chick-fil-A. I was like, what? This nigga crazy. So I was by my job and I was on lunch. I said, look, I saw the sign said chicken sandwiches, limited time. I said, let me go try the chicken sandwich dude we're talking about. I ate that thing for lunch, boy. I was like, oh, how they make it this crispy? It's just like the chicken, got the skin of the chicken, but on a chicken breast. But every time you bite in it, it's flavorful chicken breast under the skin. Mm-hmm. It was, Lord have mercy. Yeah, it's fire. Yeah. Y'all said everything else, but it's dumb.
The crispiness is what sets it apart from the Chick-fil-A.
Way, yeah.
And the built-in flavor, definitely, but the crispiness.
Yeah, every time you bite that thing.
I just, my thing now is I'm happy that there's people like Tammins Me out here that don't like it, because there's more for me.
You're right.
Big facts.
You ain't probably going to be able to get, like, how long is it going to take for it to die down to where you could just go get it when you want it?
It's going to be
I don't know. I think Popeyes about to blow up. Like, I really do. I think Popeyes about to be on the... You know, like Chick-fil-A, I don't know if you noticed, but Chick-fil-A is the #1 fast food restaurant in America. Like, Popeyes, I don't know where they find themselves at, but Popeyes is like very far and few in between. Well, I think Popeyes about to hop on the map.
There's still going to be some people who care about their life that's not going to eat that chicken. Because it's no way.
But McDonald's is huge, and
That's
if
true.
you want to talk about not caring about your life, they got McDonald's on every corner.
I think that's because McDonald's is more kid friendly than Popeyes.
Yeah,
More than, and McDonald's sell coffee,
chicken sandwich, and see what's happening.
Hey, listen,
but
we from Louisiana, the home of two things that y'all ain't never heard of out there. One of them being Super Popeyes. They used to be on Veterans in New Orleans. They used to sell alcohol and like fettuccine with like wings and shit and tenders. Super Popeyes.
The buffet when they had the buffet.
The other one is Popeyes Buffet in Lafayette.
That one.
One Popeyes Buffet. Where you could go over and over and over and get red beans and fries and tenders and chickens. So, but what if they had that Popeyes Buffet with that fucking chicken sandwich in that bitch?
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
But you'd probably only be able to.
I'm not leaving.
No,
I'll probably have like
my
you know how people go to Disney World.
I have my little knapsack.
Yeah, people go to Disney World and spend the day.
Yeah.
I'm going to Popeyes and spend the day.
The entire day in there. Chilling. But you know what though? If they on the real day, if they had a Super Popeyes in Houston, that would be the Sunday Funday spot.
Super Popeyes went ham. But I don't know if Super Popeyes was ever affiliated with regular Popeyes, but it was called Super Popeyes. I mean,
it was that's some New Orleans shit though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about Super.
Because in Houston they have
about Super Popeyes.
In Houston they'll be selling hookahs and sections.
Yeah, after Katrina, it wasn't no more Super Popeyes. That was a pre-Katrina New Orleans thing, probably from about 01 to 05. Like it wasn't. It was short-lived, but those who know. Super Popeyes was a thing. I've been seeing some real funny little Instagram posts. One was like the two different Aunt Vivs, and the old Aunt Viv was the ChickfilA Popeye, and the new Aunt Viv. I mean, and I like that. I was like, what do they mean by that? But I guess they just mean this is the new one. This is the new version. This is what it is from now on. You're gonna have to learn to like it. This is the new Aunt Viv.
You know what's crazy is I like that because I was trying to figure out, and I saw a bunch. I looked in the comments and I saw a bunch of things. I saw why would like the dark Aunt Viv.
Yeah, I know that niggas go. I hate niggas.
Well, I mean, no, but like they had valid points because it was like the ballerina episode where she was old and she went ham, and I'm like, okay, yeah, like the old. But thinking back to my Fresh Prince experience, I don't even remember the switch. Like I don't remember being like, oh shit, they got a new Aunt Viv. Like Aunt Viv was just
because they played it so fire. Like she came
so
on
smooth. They snuck it in,
and Will was just like, and just looked at the camera, and that was it. Boom.
Yeah.
New Aunt Viv.
I don't remember it. I don't remember the transition. I just remember 10 years later being like, damn, Aunt Viv changed.
He did the same thing with Nikki.
How that happened.
When Nikki went from being a baby to like a fucking 5-year-old, he just was like, damn, Nikki, you grew up. And that was it. That was it.
Quick.
And let me throw this in there. I just realized that happened just now.
What? That Nikki grew up?
That Nikki didn't go through like a toddler stage or crawl.
Nikki was born, and then Nikki was
and then he started walking.
A grown-up kid.
And then he was 6 years old.
Word.
He was fighting Dougie. After that. Hey.
Wow.
No, okay, so I had never really thought about why the Aunt Vivs was the different ones until I just kind of worked through it just then, but that makes the most sense to me. That it's just, this is the new one. Fuck it. Like, you got to deal with it. Like, what else? And then another one I saw was like, this one was more pointed. It had like the LSU crowd doing the, hey, you talking out the side of your neck. And it was doing that. Mm-hmm. And it was like, that's the Chick-fil-A. And then it went to Southern Band playing that bitch. Yeah. Loud as shit. That's clearly saying this is the better one. Not this the new one. This is the better one. So either way, man, people doing it a whole bunch of different ways. I mean, go ahead. Let's
not get it twisted that Chick-fil-A still has a very, very competitive chicken
sandwich. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Since it is a competition now.
It is.
Yeah. Like it's like Todd Gurley and Alvin Kamara.
It's like Alabama football team. Just because Clemson's a shit don't mean Alabama not great.
Right.
It's just like when LeBron came to the league and Kobe gave him the crown. I mean, you gotta. Hey, sometimes it's your time.
Sometimes
you gotta wait on somebody else to come through.
We are not arguing Chick-fil-A is closer to my job. There will be days when I get a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. Yeah. But the paradigm that has actually moved in my mind that's different than before is that Popeyes, I was always a 3 strips with some fries or a red beans person. I feel like that's gonna be few and far in between. Like at Chick-fil-A, I'm a sandwich person. Sometimes I get some nuggets with it, but I'm usually getting Chick-fil-A sandwich. I think I'm still that person. Or a salad over there because they got some fire salads. But
the Cobb daddy.
Yeah, the Cobb is the one I get. But Chick-fil-A, I'm a sandwich dude. Popeyes, I was always a tender dude. I feel like that paradigm might have just radically been altered. I feel like you see me leaving with some Popeyes, I got a sandwich.
Yeah. With the red beans.
Some niggas gonna have.
I think there's a Chick-fil-A close to most of the places that people work.
Yeah.
So for sure, yeah, I'm gonna hit up Chick-fil-A as well. But I'm gonna be thinking about that
Popeyes is a delicacy.
The thing about it is, will you drive the extra 2 miles to go get that Popeyes though?
The thing about it, Los, is it's not just 2 miles.
That's
the thing about it.
And the big thing about it is it's gonna be like a delicacy. So when you actually have a chance to get that Popeyes, it's still gonna it's gonna slap just as hard because you're gonna be like, damn, I ain't had that Popeyes in a while.
What I really think is gonna happen.
We both stay very, 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 very close to Popeyes.
I stay probably equidistant. No, Popeyes probably it's what and what. Because I got that Chick-fil-A right there on the Beltway, and I got that Popeye right there on Bissonnette. So either way.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen with me is I'm gonna try to compensate for the distance between me and Popeyes in saying that when I go to Popeyes now, I'm ordering 2 sandwiches.
I ordered 2 today.
I don't get 2 sandwiches.
Stop playing with me. You saw that picture I sent you. I ordered 2 today. That was the one for yesterday they didn't give me. You feel me? Yeah. Anyway, Chick-fil-A voted for Trump, so we don't fuck them anyway. Some quick stories that I want to touch on before we get up out of here. A couple of things. One, well, you know what? Yeah, the little game. Let's just talk the little game real quick. It's called Shadowbox. I don't know if you guys have seen it online, but Rod, you had some strong opinions on this. The first time I saw it was Jalen Ramsey and Leonard Fournette, but I see some other people playing it. It's like they point up, and you gotta like either move your head to the left, right, up, or down. And if you move your head. This is okay. So I'm telling you the rules as I know them. Might not be the rules. I'm giving you the name that I found online. Go
opposite of where they went. That's what I thought.
Yeah, you are. If they point up, you're not supposed to go up. If you point left, you're not supposed to go left.
Oh, I thought if they point up, you got to point. You got to go down. Your head got to go down.
I don't think.
Hey, left,
look,
right. That's what
I don't think so. I think you just got to dodge it.
This is very, very unpolitically correct. But let me tell you exactly what this game is to me. Nigga shit. That's what this game is to me. It's nigga shit. Hey. There's no structure to this game. It's at least. So my thing is we got this game already. It's called Paper Rock Scissors. When you say paper, rock, scissors, what's the first thing that whenever you got like a new person?
No, it's different. This reaction,
it is very similar in the fact that I'm using my body parts to like compete with somebody, and we're doing and whatever you do, I gotta counteract.
They said that this game started in like football drills, like as a reaction game, like
it's read and react. Yeah,
read and react.
It's reaction. Yeah.
But how do I know when that person's gonna go?
You read
when you see their hand coming up, I guess.
You go down or go the other way. It's read and react.
I'm not on it.
I feel like it's like slap boxing on the cool without the violence. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Nobody.
I'd rather slap boxing.
You rather,
to be honest,
you rather pencil crack than this?
100%.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'll pencil pop.
This game don't exist to me. This game will never get played by me.
How about this or Mercy? You know,
any game, I'm going with the other game if it's competing with Shadowbox.
I wasn't that good at Mercy, so I'm definitely doing this.
All right, Raj, then tell me some other games y'all used to play. Now cue up that music for Nothin NICE.
If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say with Aldo NICE.
Ain't nothing nice.
Listen, speaking of games, I wanted to revisit something we used to play as kids, man. We used to play this one called Burn Ball. I don't remember all the rules, but it was something like you throw the ball up against a wall. It's a tennis ball. You throw it up against the wall. You bounce, you catch it. throw it back up against the wall, bounce, you catch it. But if you missed it, you had to run and touch the wall real quick. But when you missed it, like, or if you touched it and you missed it, somebody else could pick it up and throw it at you. And if they hit you, like in the back or wherever, if they hit you before you touch the wall, you're not out. That's not how we used to play it. You had to stand up against the wall and let them just throw the ball at you, like hard tennis ball. It's pretty violent. I remember some kids getting popped in the eye and some other shit happening like that. So that game got outlawed, man. Out of our school, it's just a thing. Another fire one we used to play was called Rumble Fumble. I know we've talked about this one on the podcast before. Some people call it Tackle the Man with the Football. Others call it King of the Hill. Los, what y'all used to call that game?
Airman for theyself.
Airman for theyself. Basically it is what it is. Throw the ball up. You got to run and score a touchdown. Everybody try to tackle you. If you get tackled, you got to throw it up. Everybody run. One more we used to play at St. Edwards really didn't have no name. And in retrospect, it should have been outlawed from day one. We basically used to just run up to girls and pick them up from behind and hump on them. I don't remember the name of that game, but it was Catholic school games for little kids. I know. Whatever. Check this out. I've been sitting on this story for about a month. A 5th grader named Bryce Lindley from Wayne County in Michigan was charged with aggravated assault after hitting the kid in the face with a ball during a game at school. According to the police report, another student was struck in the face with a ball. The student mother asked that we not use the son's name, but she was told the news that he has a medical condition that makes head injuries especially dangerous. The police report filed after the incident stated that Lindley intentionally threw the ball at the boy's face. He sustained facial issue damage to his face. I don't even know what that means, but I'm reading the verbatim.
Facial issue.
That's what it says. He sustained facial issue damage to his face. He had a black eye and a bruised nose, the other parent said. Medical records showed that the then 4th grader also suffered a concussion. Because of the incident, Bryce was suspended from school for a day, but it didn't stop there. Because the other mother charged her son, she said that he had been targeted before, and then she reported it to the school in mid-April prior to the April 29th incident. Anyway. Listen, it's a lot to digest, but I do have like one big opinion. If there's picking on that boy, fuck that kid and his mama. Charge them both and the other asshole kids who was throwing balls at the unnamed kid on the playground. Bullying is lame, and they gonna learn today. Because I ain't got nothing nice to say about playground gangsters fucking up all the fun for us good kids who just trying to have fun. So I won't say nothing at all, as I have all these negative flashbacks from my youth of bully kids throwing balls at me.
Pause.
I went to a little white daddy, like 4th through 6th grade, man. Them kids was fucking mean racist fuck kids. Yeah. Who used to be like...
I went to a white daddy. I think I was like one of 3 blacks in the whole elementary school, K through 2nd. Then my black friends started coming over there. Huh?
Boys? No, just kids.
Kids, period.
Yeah. I was the only black boy in 4th through 6th grade at the school I was at. Like, Raj probably had that similar experience. And they used to, like...
Definitely.
It emboldens the shit out of white kids to say some of the most racist fuck shit that they could say, like, to a little kid. And, they're getting that from home. It's not no kids born like that. But it used to be, like, some uncomfortable stuff. And my mom... I remember this. Like, in retrospect, I remember my mom being like, don't fight those kids. Like, don't fight. You can't... No. You will get in trouble if you fight. So I used to have to go to school with that on my head all the time that I can't fight these fucking kids. Like, they used to bother this shit out.
My mom didn't tell me that. She just said, you let them know, don't let them talk to you in that kind of way. Don't let them do that. So that's when
it's crazy that y'all had that experience. Cause I guess my experience is just a lot different. Al, I assume, I don't really know where you went to school, but I assume you went to Catholic High. Yeah. And I went to Epiphany Day School 4th through 6th. In an Episcopal School of Acadiana for 6th grade. And man, the kids wasn't nothing like that. Yeah. Like nothing at all. Like not one kid there was like that. Like parents was cool. Like I didn't have that experience at all.
I wish I could remember these kids' names so I could, like Jeremy DeCourt was one. He was a fuck boy. I remember him. I really wish I could air.
This podcast brought to you by Jeremy DeCourt.
I wish I could air out all they bitch asses, like as adults for being racist shit kids. But yeah, and I feel like Jeremy DeCourt's dad was like the mayor or some shit of New Iberia. I feel like that's something.
He did what he wanted to do.
I feel like that's a thing. It might not be a thing, but yeah, man, like Yeah, there was some kids. There was a lot of cool kids, but like I said, it was like a handful, and like it'd be some shit like we'd be playing a game, and then my team would win, and somebody would say something about a nigga. Like,
yeah,
come on, man, come on, like, come on, kids, why you gotta call me a nigga because we beat y'all? Or why I gotta be a nigga because I'm smarter than all you motherfuckers? Like, why?
Motherfucker.
I don't know, baby. You know, it was.
What else you gonna be? They couldn't call you smart. You gotta be a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. You gonna say, hey, you smart.
It was a thing. I mean, I didn't, like I said, it wasn't like I never was in a constant bully mode because it wasn't like I was scared of those kids. That's a kind of I guess that's a thing. It just was an aggravating thing where I'd always be in some little shit, but I never was scared of the kids, so I wasn't like bullied like that.
You was scared of your mama whooping your ass for
way more
at that white people school.
Way more.
I done sent you to this good school. You over here fighting these white kids, boy. Please.
They want to say these good white kids. These good white children.
Yeah. Gonna get us lynched.
Hey, man. No, I mean, I remember that happened one time, just like in a side. I was playing baseball, and Rod, you could probably relate to this story. I was in Koto, and we was playing against Koto, and cutting, and I'm gonna air out another white boy by name. Jared Laverne was the pitcher on the other team, and he came up and he was batting, and he hit a line drive. I was playing right field. He hit a line drive, and I made it like a diving catch in outfield, like one that I came in on. It wasn't like I'm running backwards and went full extension. I was running forward, and I laid out forward, and I caught it like in the outfield, and it was like
monkey.
He hit a screamer, but like my whole team was all hype. I was playing for Lydia at the time. I think, I was playing with like Ray Fugile and a bunch of them boys was on my team. Anyway, I caught it. Boom, we go back in the dugout. Everybody hype. So I come up to bat, and he pitching, and you know Jared Laverne had that fucking gas pedal. And he fucking beamed me on the first pitch.
Ooh.
And I threw the bat, like I turned around, I threw the bat at like the at the dugout, like I hit the fence with it. And I didn't charge the mound, but I was just standing over there like kind of posturing, like what's hell? And and you know, my coach came over there and was like, nah, man, he was like, chill. And I walked down to first base, whatever. You know, the shit went on. I finished the inning. I come back in the dugout. My mama couldn't walk up to the fence and say, we some of the only black people out here.
Chill out.
She was like, chill the fuck out.
Chill out.
Chill out.
So hey, the funniest thing about this entire story is I just literally played that out in my head while you were telling me. And it was a movie to me.
Yeah.
Starring Jason Weaver. That's the funniest thing in the world to me.
Why do I have to be Jason Weaver in all of your little stories, man? Because I was high school Al, so I guess I was Jason Weaver. You're right.
You was Jason Weaver.
If I was telling this story, I was a little kid, Al would be the kid off. I'd be Jesse Hall. I hate you, dude. I hate you a lot, dog. But no, I mean, yeah, that was one of them. Hey, man, you better chill out for these white people doing something.
Yeah. All the time. I went through there on the golf course, man. He was like, who is this black kid out here playing golf with Jabot jeans on?
I also want to say this. You was played by Jason Weaver, but your mama was played by herself. Like I saw, she was in the movie. This is hilarious to me.
That's what a dumb man.
The fact that Jared Laverne probably graduated with you and I graduated when I did and we was playing, like, I don't get that. I don't get it.
No, Jared Laverne didn't. Jared Laverne actually graduated 1 year after you.
Oh, really? That's not possible. That's not possible. Because
graduated in 02.
Westgate didn't. Well, I didn't graduate in 02. In 01.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, me and Los graduated in 2000, boy. Yeah.
Millennium Dad.
Okay,
well, he graduated in 02. Yeah. With the Harris.
With the Harris. The
podcast is brought to you by the Harris.
The valedictorian, the first ever Westgate High. You know
what I mean? No, they ain't like that boy. God damn.
Two things. I want y'all to watch Last Chance U. That's a real thing. If you haven't, and watch QB1. What's funny is they got a New Orleans kid on both of them. Two diametrically opposed New Orleans kids.
Yeah.
One of them is a good dude. One of them is an idiot.
Yeah. No, but he funny. He funny though. The dude off Last Chance U was funny.
He an idiot. He make New Orleans people look bad because he don't want to go to school and learn nothing.
Nah, he don't want to go to school.
But the little one in New Orleans, the other one who played for John Eric.
Yeah.
I mean, not John
He a
Eric.
good kid.
Who he played for? Warren Easton.
Warren Easton, yeah, he a good kid.
That's a good kid, man. His mama about our age.
But if you notice, they also
his mama about our age.
Nah, she graduated 03, 04. If you like, you notice they ain't show that boy in class none, but it's cool.
None.
But
he
cool.
be
Everybody
praying.
else, they showed them in class.
Man, this is crazy. It's like, you know, if you ever watch QB1, when kids be pulling up, be having their own, like Justin Fields and all of them, whatever. They'll show them in their big, nice bedrooms, driving their trucks to school and shit, and all the rest of it, driving their Mercedes, Tay Montel. That nigga was getting
playing they pools in the backyard, jumping off
the house.
Dog, on the boat, they got on the boat on the lake every weekend.
Yeah. That New Orleans dude, listen.
That boy playing a patch of grass.
Yellow school bus, nigga, New Orleans, boy. New Orleans. Yeah. His mama taking him to get his school clothes, like his uniform.
Yeah. You know what stuck out to me when he said one thing, he was on the bus, he's like, man, I'm getting far away from it. I want to see what other people be like what they be talking about. Like,
he deserved it, though.
Hey, how you sound?
All
them
kids deserve it. All them kids deserve it.
He went to Maryland, too. Yeah, I want them boy to win, man.
But he deserve it. All them kids deserve it. But just in
general, I don't like the little half white, half black boy. But go ahead.
No. I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about inner city kids. Inner city kids deserve to see something besides the neighborhoods they grow up around.
Yeah,
and I think it sucks that the fact that he's playing football is the reason why he gets to do that. But it's cool to see that for him. So I'm rooting for Buddy, man. You know what I mean?
Even if he just get a degree, man, I want him to get a degree. If he don't go to the league, you know, he just get him a degree. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I ain't all about NFL to me. He'll be able to change his family life. You know, the trajectory of his whole family. You know what I mean? Like his little brother, little sister, they'll see him and hopefully, you know, follow in his footsteps, bro.
Yeah, they might want to go to college too and shit. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fallout from the Jay-Z episode last week. Man, a lot of reactions, a lot of people saying stuff. We're not opening that thing because it's already a long episode. But just kind of know we stand where we stand. And one thing this is just one takeaway. I'm just gonna have one takeaway. Is that I feel like
I'd like to have one too.
Yeah, sure. And y'all both can. I think that I don't like when people post stuff like, "Oh, when y'all gonna stop being fake mad about something." I don't think we mad. I don't think nobody mad. I think that's a very interesting story that has a lot of different. It has a lot of different nuance to it. Absolutely, Los. Like and what we do is talk, and what I like to do is have conversations and see what people feel about things. I think that more than most stories, that one touches on a lot of things. It talks about sports. It talks about race. It talks about business and rap. Yeah. And like the same way we like, oh, blah, blah, blah. We love Donald Trump because he's a businessman. Now we hate Donald Trump because of how he act. Like that whole businessman. Everybody's a businessman. Everybody a businessman. This is the conversation that me and Rumble was having that led to the shit he said at the beginning about a businessman. Like we praise Jay-Z for being a businessman and he makes a business decision and we like, that's not live because it's against the struggle. And I mean, the point that I was trying to make to other people, I'll keep it real succinct. The boycott was Colin Kaepernick taking a knee because of police brutality. I'm sorry, the protest. The protest was him taking a knee because of police brutality. When he got kicked out of the league and didn't have a job and couldn't get hired anymore, then the boycott started. See what I'm saying? The protest is when he took a knee. The boycott is people not watching the sport because of it. Jay-Z comes on and says, like, they asked him about Colin, and he's like, we passed kneeling, and what was Colin kneeling for? Jay-Z is trying to talk about the protest, when in actuality, he's crossing the picket lines of the boycott. Like, the boycott says, we're boycotting until Colin gets a job. It has not, like, stop trying to throw it back on police brutality at this point. It's changed. At the beginning, it was about police brutality. Now it's about for the last couple of years, it's been about get Colin back in the league and let's talk. So that's all I got. That's my 2 cents.
Right, go ahead.
I'm not gonna go that deep because I don't. The fact of the matter to me is that, and it's a fact, I hope it's an opinion, but it's a fact is that Colin Kaepernick just not gonna be in the league. So like I have come to terms with that.
Yeah.
In some way or form. But anyway, how I feel about the Jay-Z thing is it's kind of interesting to me when this Jermaine Dupri thing came out, and it hit me on a couple of levels. So one, I thought it was super weird that this other dude, Brian Michael Cox, and one, I thought that was the linebacker, but it was Brian Michael Cox. Like the producer that came out and was like, hey, Jay-Z told Jermaine Dupri not to do it. Yeah. And instantly I'm like, you know what, that is like some businessman type stuff to hey, look, Jay-Z, we want you to do the Super Bowl. Nah, I'm chilling. All right, well, cool, we're gonna get Jermaine Dupri to do it. No, hold on now. Well, then I'm gonna do it. And also, so like, I think that's very cutthroat, but whatever. Also, I would rather Jay-Z do the Super Bowl than Jermaine Dupri. So that's where I'm sitting at with it right now. It's a bunch of layers. I don't have time to really be mad.
You don't want to see the Brad. You don't want to see the Brad and Chris Cross at the halftime show.
If it's in Atlanta, I want to see JD do it. Jermaine Dupri
all day.
Hey, I want to where the party at. I mean, it's gonna be all 2000s hits, man. Like it's not gonna.
No, he could have a whole man. Listen, if Jermaine Dupri do a halftime show, it start off with like Chris Cross running out to that bitch. Jump. The Mac that'll make you. Yeah. And then they hit that. Then the Brad will come on and do Funktified. Then that nigga have like Laffy Taffy. Then nigga have Usher on that bitch. Yeah, it'll be a Jermaine Dupri production.
It'll be jumping.
Like Welcome to Atlanta is how he would end it. Because that's like the only song I know that Jermaine Dupri ever did.
100 million %. He should have did the Atlanta Super Bowl. Yeah. No doubt.
And Lil Bow, Shad Moss could have been on that bitch on his tiptoes.
Nah,
they could have it could have been just a big Atlanta reunion and let Jermaine Dupri really like put Atlanta on the map.
But guess why he didn't do it? Guess why they didn't do it last year? Because Jay-Z told him not
to. Y'all chill out, man. Hold it. But I don't think the Jay-Z deal isn't the Rock Nation Jay-Z deal isn't all about the Super Bowl. It's about him. Like Rock Nation is going to be lining up any musical acts that's going to be happening for the NFL now. You know what I'm saying? So I think what was happening was, I guess that was going to be what JD was going to be doing, like booking the acts for any time the NFL needs somebody to perform. That's what JD was going to be doing. Well, Michael Brian Cox kept saying it's the same exact deal. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's just for the Super Bowl.
Well, let's compare. Who would you want booking the acts for the Super Bowl? Jay-Z.
I mean, definitely Jay-Z, but definitely Jay-Z.
No, definitely Jay-Z. Okay, let's talk about it. Who has Jay-Z discovered? Rihanna. Okay, let's go. J. Cole maybe. Possibly. Memphis.
But it's not about discovery. You gotta look at
Beanie.
No, you gotta look at who's under Rock Nation though.
No, that's not what I'm saying. He's booking the act. Nope, fuck that. Jermaine Dupri had Mo. I would rather have Lil Birdman booking the acts because he'd have Nicki Minaj and Drake.
Now we're gonna talk about who you discovered.
That's all funny. Different. I'm basing my choice for Jay-Z over Jermaine Dupri because they let Jay-Z do the NBA 2K18 soundtrack and it was fire. So I just know that man has an ear for good music. I actually want to say this quote. So I think in advertising, one big principle in advertising is that you advertise to the youth, because if you can like reach someone in the youth, you'll have them for life. I don't think people want to see U2 in the Who no more. Mm-hmm. And this is my quote: "Love black people like you love black culture." So what they need to do is just basically put a black stamp on the halftime on the halftime show of the Super Bowl every year. I don't want to see Elton John at the Super Bowl. That's for old people.
But they don't care because you know why? You niggas not buying no Super Bowl tickets.
Why they hire?
It's not about the tickets. It's about watching.
Why wouldn't they hire?
It's a lot more white people watching the Super Bowl than niggas.
You know, my little point from last week was just this. I'm okay with them hiring Jay-Z to do music. It makes sense. But when they throw the other little part, that the other part of Jay-Z's job is going to be the social reform director, for what? Why? Like, what is?
Let me also give this to Los. white people listen to black music. White people
I
like
agree.
black culture.
Absolutely.
That's why I said
I
love
agree.
black people like you love black culture. Because it's not just doing it for black people, it's doing it for everybody. Because everybody like black culture like we the shit. So
I agree with that.
So if it's not Jay-Z, then who? Okay, Jermaine Dupri. Well, I'm still going Jay-Z.
Hootie and the Blowfish, nigga.
The who? One. Which one? Pick one, Raj. Houdini. One love. One love.
Yoo-hoo. Chocolate daddy.
Man, hey, man, look. We had about 3 or 4 more stories, but we ran a little long today. It is what it is. I know nobody complains when you get this lanyap. Get this lanyap from us. That little extra that we give here.
No one complains when you're a little longer than you're supposed to be.
Ain't nobody tripping about that chicken sticking, that Popeye chicken sandwich sticking out the side of that bun.
Yeah, this podcast was savory.
This podcast has too much butter on it.
Too much sauce. How would Rumble say it, Raj? How would Rumble say it?
I don't know, but Rumble said something along the lines.
The gas is heavy on this one.
He said, I touched his line, and I was like, what? And it took me like 2 seconds to say, oh, he made a phone call.
Oh, he did say that.
I touched his line.
That lingo out this world.
I'm used to the Rumble lingo, cuz. I'm used to the Rumble lingo.
That boy lingo cold.
When he say, boys be smartletting, don't get caught smartletting in these streets. And it don't mean nothing gay. It just mean you be lying. Cuz. Like that's the Rumble way, man. Look, holla at us next week, man. We gonna be back like we left something.
Bow.
We out.
Bow. Bow.
Hump me, fuck me, daddy better make me choke. Hump me, fuck me, my tunnel loves a deep throat. Lick, 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 I wanna eat your dick, but I can't fuck my nails up, so I pick it up with chopsticks.
Damn.
Mouth wide open, mouth wide open. Mouth wide open like I was at the dentist. Mouth wide open, mouth wide open. Put it so deep, I can't speak a sentence. My fingers in it gentle, explore this nigga mental. I'ma write my name on his dick, don't need a pen or a pencil.
Oh my God.
All I need is my body. My pussy pink like salami. Don't need no drink to get naughty, cause bitch I'm not Bill Cosby. My pussy mean and it's clean. I'm not a squirter, I cream. Keep it smelling like baby wipes, I never smell like sardines. This will never fucking end. Ballerina that dick when I spin. I fuck this nigga so good I ain't swallow one kid, I swallow twins.
Oh my, where is she?
Wow!
Good God.
Wow!
I don't want to play with my mental when she put her fingers in it, though.
Explode this nigga's mental.
I don't want it. I don't want that. I don't want her to explode my mental.
Lord have mercy.
It's a little bit much.
And her pussy pink like salami. That shit's crazy, right?
Salami ain't really that pink, though.
It should have been like bologna, huh?
Yeah, salami like reddish. Salami is like pepperoni's cousin, huh?
Salami, like it was a rhyme. You got it. She
yeah.
Body
yeah.
bologna.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. You could preach.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I'm gonna tell y'all who this is. So y'all gotta go. So this chick name is Cupcake. It's spelled with 2 K's. CUPCAKKE, like Bukaki or Cupcaki. Maybe that's what it is.
Cupcaki.
And then, and the name of the song is Deep Throat. And the name of the album is Cum Cake.
Oh yeah.
Is it Cum Cocky?
No, it's 1K. 1K. But now that I'm reading it, that her name is Cupcaki. I bet you.
Thomas.